Types of Power BI tool. So now getting in more detail and depth, like there are many Power BI tools are available, like Power BI Desktop. I explained already. This for the authoring of the report and the develop the report. This cost free. Power BI services. So what report you develop in using Power BI Desktop, you need to, if you are looking for the publish on the server, that thing you need to pay. And that is like for the data models, reports, dashboards are hosted on the server or on the cloud, and administration, sharing, and collaboration can be done on the cloud itself. And the licensing cost was old one. This is like I picked the data from the old like 1 year, 2 years back. But yes, the licensing cost is almost similar, like $10 per user per month. Power BI data gateway. So data gateway is like whenever we go for the data passing on the server, basically Power BI, these are the tools which has its own importance. Like Power BI Desktop for developing report on your machine. Power BI service, you deploy a report and so that the other user can see, right? Because you have developed your report on your machine while using Power BI Desktop. Now you need to develop, publish that report or dashboard on some server. So that can be done through the Power BI service. The third step is Power BI Data Gateway. Means if you publish the report or dashboard on the server, you need to first publish your data, because without publishing the data, you cannot show anything, right? So in that case, Power BI Data Gateway is also required, and that is done via the Power BI services and the premise on-premise data sources. On-premise data sources, it could be like through the query, or it could be connect uh, with the live data sources like Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, or cloud data, or anywhere. There are multiple database, but you need to publish that data source, and it can be done by the admin only. So after getting these above, like, so whenever we click on the Power BI, we get multiple options here. Like we can see Power BI desktop and get data, recent sources. Get data means if you click over here, you can get the you can get a pop-up window which you have the multiple options to connect with the multiple data sets, data sources. Recent, which I have just restarted with the many files. It will open, or you can open the files. And on the right side, you can see new updates available, Power BI blog. It helps you, like you new update, you can go for this click and you can get about the latest feature which is added, because Power BI regularly update the product, and you can learn about how to get the latest feature as well. Power BI blog is excellent thing where you can learn, and the
Excuse,
tutorials are also available.
yeah, excuse me,
Yep.
but when I'm doing it, I don't know how I don't get this screen as a get data and recent sources.
Okay. So
I was just wondering if I can share my screen.
yeah, yeah, sure. Okay. Just let me stop and you can share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can
Okay.
see.
Yeah. Uh,
Can you close this one completely and reopen?
um, oh, you mean Power BI?
Yeah, yeah, completely.
Okay. Okay.
It should open. Which version do you have now?
Uh, I have to check. I just downloaded in from the net only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I
Yep.
think I can get the
Yeah.
this one which we are talking about, right?
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Benefit, profit per, per product, kind of thing I'm trying to calculate. Okay. So this makes sense in the calculation. this is like one part. But if you are looking for column name, that is very rubbish. So what I can do, I can just double click on the column and I can rename uh, profit per product. Okay, so such kind of calculations you can also do. So this is like one part on the, like in a same way you can do many things, and you can save the columns and you can move for the next level. And the third tab is for the model. So whenever we have gone through for, like we are using only one table, if we are using multiple table, we can see the models are there. We can build a relationship, like if we have joining like inner join, left join, or right join, we can join based on the columns and we can pick the columns also here. So because we have only one table here, so we can take only one part. So this is all we have. Any doubt here?
No.
No.
Okay. So even we can go for the many more if we don't have any location here. I'm also just looking what could be locations are there, right? So this is a location. If I go here, I can go for the drop down and you can see we have multiple options are available. So we can filter the data. Like if we want to exclude or include, we can filter the data also here easily. Like if we are looking for the Canada and France and Germany only, then we can skip rest of the part and data is getting filtered over here.
If you have a admin license, admin privilege, can you edit directly all the content to the server?
Not all the content, you can
Okay.
edit the report, but you cannot edit the data part. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot remove the fields. This is a like limitation,
Mm-hmm.
but but you can connect with the multiple data set also. Like you can change the data source if they have the same column and the same kind of thing. Like suppose we have the same database in Oracle and same database in the SQL Server. Column names and table names are same. So then you can change the connections immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you show me an example of any query you mentioned? Kind of DAX query, you say that
Dax,
which
I picked the similar kind of example once I was trying to calculate the one new column. So I already
oh,
like
that is called
yeah
DAX. Okay.
yeah. So that's a Dax is a like its name as a Dax is a like for the regular data analysis kind of expression is a full form. So based on your requirement, you calculate the data. The calculated column is considered as a DAX
Oh,
generally.
okay. So, is this, can you compare it with the custom SQL query of Tableau?
Yes, custom SQL query. You LOD you can say
Okay.
level of details. Whenever we go for the level of details, we can go for the aggregate value, top and top five, or arranging two columns all together, concatenating, splitting out, right? So that thing we can do. Custom query is like Power Query Editor. You can maintain a complete query. You can type down the query and connect with the database directly.